Hey, what's up, everybody? Good evening. Yes, do not adjust your screen. It's still me, and I still look the same way. I didn't get any better looking. So, hey, it is what it is. Hello to everybody in the side chat. Hello to Evil Rick. Hello to Writing on Threes, Faze, Guns and Baggers. Fatglide is in the house. Hello, Fatglide. Jamin's in the house. Had a great live tonight on the Unaffiliated guys. You missed it. If you want to go back and watch it, hello, the XAN Biker. Good evening. So that's right. Tonight we're going to talk about the real value. Is the value of Harley Davidson real or is it bloated? And I'm not talking about what you pay out the door after tax, title, reg, dealer prep, and all that. I'm talking about the cost of the motorcycle as it sits on the floor, and does it translate to you? Was it worth it, or is it worth it to own such an expensive toy? Hello, Mr. Greg McBee, aka Cupcake in the house. Good to see you, Cupcake. Let me get you your points here. Gotta find you. You're on the list. I know that. There you go. Got you. I've been getting everybody's in here. Hey, Wes, good to see you. Glad you're here. And that not just Harley, but all motorcycles. Is it worth the money that we spend and continue to spend on our beloved hobby or lifestyle that we have? I mean, let's look at it. I mean, some of these bikes are $50,000+, right? 50,000+. That's more than a brand new car. Is it worth it? Is it bloated? Is the value of riding a motorcycle bloated? Let's see. RBL comes in and says, I think they are bloated. Example, why the hell did they correctly color match a 2026 Street Glide CVO and Torch Orange for that price? Engine accent color should match correctly. I agree, considering that powder coating. There are so many out there. Yep. We're here. Oh, cool. Right on, man. Sasquatch in the house. Good to see you. Busted Knuckles is in the house. Good to see you, Busted. Good to see you. Let me get Busted his points. So if you guys don't know, when I talk about people earning points, the members are earning points being in the side chat tonight and also on the members only live for a big giveaway that I do in November. Last winter won a complete suspension from Suspension Technologies, which was awesome. Congratulations to our winner, 701 Traveler. Now this year, DDK's in the house. Hello, DDK. This year we're doing a shopping spree. That's right, a $1,000 shopping spree to the winner, and it has to be motorcycle related. And if you win, we're going to go shopping on Black Friday so we could stretch that $1,000 out. Yeah, that's the plan. Big Mike, my brother, good to see you. Good to see you. Big Mike is in the house. Let's get his points in here, because you never know. He might be the one. Okay. I say as much as does having a good time while living should cost. For me, writing has helped me a ton on many levels. Yes. Yes, it does. But is the cost of writing bloated? I mean, we talked a little bit about this on the Unaffiliated. I brought it up. The cost of regular maintenance parts, right? You guys buy a set of 4 tires for your average car, right? $600 to $800, maybe $900 for 4 tires. That's mounted, balanced, done. You buy 2 tires. I just bought 2 tires for that 07 Road King. $700, tires, tubes, and wheel struts, and it's only 2 of them. Is the price bloated? Well, you got to look at it. Cars are a necessity item for everyday life here in America and probably throughout the world, but I can't comment throughout the world. I just know here in America, most of us don't live and work in the same towns or the cities. Most of us have to travel. I travel 18 miles to 20 miles, depending on which way I go. Depending on the day, if I'm on the bike and I have the time, I'll stretch that out to about 45, 50 miles from my way to work. So it's a luxury item, and that's what we're paying for. We're paying the luxury price of motorcycles. Let's see. Les says, my only real hobby is my motorcycle. Not sure what else to spend money on. It's expensive, but worth it. Yeah, good point. That's a very good point. I respect that. You know, uh, I'm a proud infidel. Right on, right on, right on. Yep. Let's see. Tito's in the house. Hola, Tito. ¿Cómo está? I hope you're well. Um, Much love, respect to Lisa. Let me get Tito his points. So everybody who's here, you see the name in greens, they're a member of the channel. Doesn't matter what level they are, if they're an intern level or an EMT level or all the way up to surgeon level, their names are highlighted in green. So if you're curious how you get your name highlighted in green, just go ahead and click that join button down the bottom. Sasquatch says, I don't mind paying a little extra for American-made product of American-made parts, but there's a ceiling of how much I'm willing to pay for. Very good point. There is a ceiling. Absolutely, there's a ceiling, and it does cost, to have these motorcycles. Let's see. There's a good amount of used bikes out there. Yes, there are, Paul. Good to see you. Thanks for coming in and hanging out tonight. Really appreciate you. I really appreciate everybody here. $900 for a set of tires being installed next month. There you go. You could get a set of 4 tires for a car for that. We'll price out that brand new CVO. What is it? $45,999. That's more than I paid for my 2025 CX-50 Mazda. That's more. Well, it's less than what you pay for a brand new truck, but let's put it in perspective. Same here. If I miss you, the phone. Yep, right on. Let's see. I had 3 front tires replaced, 2 under warranty, but still got charged for the labor at the Harley shop for the installs, over $100 each time there was warranty. Not cool. Yeah, but it's a lot of labor to pull a tire, front tire and the back tires, more labor. And it's a luxury item, and that's why it costs that much. Even Rick says, mine has 3 tires, and I dark side on 2 of them. Well, yes, on the trikes, they are dark sided, and you will spend less money because now you're buying car tires, basically what they are. Hey, Gloria, good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. I mean, look how many people clearly say if it wasn't for riding, they probably wouldn't be here. So, yes, you're right. Wow, the CVO Limited is 60 grand. Wow, that is more money than I'm willing to spend on a motorcycle, to be honest with you. If I walked into a dealership thinking I'm going to buy one and I saw that sticker on there, I'd turn around and find something else. I would not pay 60 grand. And that's without tax, title, reg, and the interest. If you're financing, if you're paying cash, you still have the tax, title, reg, interest, destination fees, conveyance fees, the fee fi fo fum, and just because it's a dealer fee and all the other fees that they throw on. Let's see. I could haul my wife's shit in the truck though. Yeah, you can. Man. Right on. I go back to AMF days where everything else is Harley motorcycle. Yeah. Moto Noggin Customs in the house. PA Biker. Hello, PA. Good to see you. So the question tonight is the value of owning your motorcycle worth it or not? Whether it's a Harley, whether it's an Indian, whether it's anything. I mean, you could step into a brand new Royal Enfield or top of the line bike for about $6 grand. That's a lot less, but you're not getting as much bike, I think the riding gear could be overpriced, not quality helmets or other gear. That is a true point. Helmets, how much is your head worth? That's how I look at a helmet. How much is your head worth? This is my dealer didn't charge me anything for a new tire. They had cut it with a wheel and the tire. Oh, okay. You had to put in with the tire wheel package when you bought it. That's awesome. I was including those fees in the estimate. I think the MS part. Okay, 52. Gotcha. Hello, Nano Lifer. Good to see you. If a vehicle can haul all your camping gear and ice chest, so vehicle, seems like a pretty good deal. Good point. Very good point. So tonight's all about, striking up a good conversation, and hopefully we can all have it. For the surgeon level guys, I already hit you up on Instagram. If you want to come on, the link is in your Instagram. For the surgeon level only, feel free to come on in at any point in time. You're always welcome. That's the bonus of being at the surgeon level. Yeah. Dark Souls Corners in the house. Good to see you again, Dark. He is also on the unaffiliated. Like I said earlier, they put on a great live tonight. Had a great conversation. Guys, go check it out after this live or tomorrow. And if you haven't subscribed to them, they're doing a giveaway when they hit 500 subs. So they're only like 120 away from that. So help them out. Hit that 500 sub mark. I don't think we'd buy a new bike today just because of the prices. Well, the price is really actually less this year than they were last year on most bikes. Happy with the one I have. That's paid off and it's all mine. There is that. There is that. It says, well, Daytona helmets make a really good quality helmet without the one. Yes. Yes, I have a Daytona. Actually, I have a couple of them. Andrew's in the house. Andrew is in the house. What's going on, Andrew? The members, I've already seen Andrew's bike, and Andrew, he's in the next video that comes live on Sunday. You don't want to miss out. And Dark, anytime, man, anytime you guys want to invite me on, I'm more than happy to come on and get things going, about the value he added to his, Guns is in the side chat, and he's got the link, and he did add some value to his bike. He stubbed some money into it. It sounded great. Sent me a little clip of it. Loved it. Yeah, right on, of course. They put out good content tonight, guys. Good conversation. Pretty much stayed on topic. Was awesome. Bill is in the house. Hello, MC Crimson Glide. Hello, sir. Good to see you. Good to see you, Mr. Bill. Oh, no, Mr. Bill. So if you're just joining in and you don't want to know, is the value of Harley Davidson real or is it bloated? Well, we're going to change that from Harley Davidson to, is the value of motorcycling any different? Oh, Evil Rick coming in with $25 super chat. Thank you so much, Evil Rick, for the chopper money. I really appreciate that. You already gave me $20 a couple weeks ago. Now another 25. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. And Dark Souls, welcome to the inner circle for Dr. Harley. As the EMT level, that you get access to all the members only chat, not chats, the posts, and early access to all the videos. So there you have it. I believe it's early access to the videos. I have to relook at it. D-Rod is in the house. Hello, D-Rod. Let's talk long-term ownership. What mileage should an M8 touring bike be expected to last without major engine or transmission work? Well, that goes with everything as far as how well do you take care of it? Do you beat on it? Do you ride it normally and do your scheduled services and maintenance on time? Then if you do, then yes, it should last about forever, right? It should. But it is metal on metal with an oil barrier and things will break down over time. So I know some M8 motors right now that are over 100,000 miles. And I know some M8 motors that did not make 20,000 miles because of the way they take care of it and the way they treat it. So there you go. Let's see, riding on 3. Well, mine lasted 70,000 miles second time around. First time was 19,000. And I think that's because you had a bad motor. Let's see. XAS is also, oh, no kidding, 125. Nice. Congratulations. Don't know why they didn't know why it didn't reset. I don't know. I have no idea. It should have auto renewed unless there was a problem with the credit card or something like that. So, yeah. So, guys, get a chance. Go out, help out unaffiliated, help out XAN, get to those 500 parts. Yeah, the loose nut behind the bars will make a big difference as far as how long an M8 motor will last. Same thing with twin cams and Evos and so on and so on. Too many mistakes. Yeah, that's why I hardly ever watch lives on the phone. One, I find it hard to mention people in there, and two, it's so damn small, and I have a hard time reading even with the glasses. Hooked on phonics didn't really work for me. But to me, the value of having my motorcycles is unmeasurable. I love having them. They are a lot cheaper than a therapist. I get more out of them. Plus, being in the motorcycle community is priceless. So to me, the value is there. Some people, they say it's bloated, it's overpriced. And what I'm not sure their level of commitment to riding. They might be that person who buys a bike and maybe rides a couple hundred miles a year to 1,000, or they might be someone who rides, 20, 30,000 miles a year. But statistically, remember the thing about statistics, 75% of the statistics are made up and the other 25 is just false. So statistically, people who ride more get more use out of their bike and they enjoy it a lot more than somebody who does not. What up, Hardwire? What's happening, man? In the house. Let's see. I always watch on the phone, he says. Yep. No loose nut. Good one. Yeah. So, Hardwire, question for you is the value of owning a motorcycle bloated or is it right on mark? Doesn't matter what brand. Okay. You have a Harley, so we could say Harley. Is the value of owning your Harley bloated, or do you get the value out of owning it? That is a good question. Everybody answer that question. Do you get the money out of the bike that you put into it? Let's see. I love my bikes, but I think drugs have been cheaper. No, because when you start doing drugs and you end up in prison and addictions and you could be dead early. So the cost is much higher, much, much higher. Let's see. And don't get me wrong, I do love having my 2019 Road Glide Special. It's my first Harley. We are putting some miles on it, traveling the country and taking big trips is a big part of the experience. Absolutely. You get more to the more you write it, the more value. Oh, I guess you meant the more you ride it, the more value you get. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I could tell you, Mike will be on his bike early March down in Florida, riding in a t-shirt, and I am jealous because I won't be there. Busted because bad drugs. You're to be dead now. Yeah. Let's see. I could tell you drugs are not cheaper if you do them right. Yeah. Let's see. Bloated. Hardwire says bloated. They should be stripped down more as an initial purchase because everyone strips their bike's own shit. Yeah. I mean, look at Spaceball. There's not much on that bike that came off the factory floor. I still got the factory wheels. They've been powder coated. Got the factory brake calipers, the factory swing arm, factory frame, starter, transmission, and the wiring harness. And the primary inner and outer casing, everything in the primary has been replaced except for the primary chain. So there's not much there that came from Harley Davidson. Let's see. Bikes are like good strippers to keep throwing money at it. 701 Travelers in the house. I mentioned him tonight. Bam, and he shows up. He's like Beetlejuice. Good to see you, 701. Let's see. People should know if they put tons of mods on their stuff, their bike will never get out of. Yep. So yes, you start modifying a bike, you will not get the money out of it you put into it. And I love it when people say, I have X amount of dollars invested in it. And now they're including up the parts plus the labor. The labor is not an investment into the bike. That's just getting the parts you bought put on. It's not part of the value of the bike. That's just me. That's how I believe it. Let's see. Hey, Me three. What's happening, man? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. And Sean Wheat, what's happening? It was good to see you, man. Good to see you. And HD AV Traveler is in the house. What's going on, HD? Good to see you, sir. Coming in with the 1999 super chat. Good to see you. And Mrs. Kelpfire, one of my favorite Southern Bells, is in the house. Good to see you. Let's see. I stripped most of my parts off my 21. I traded it in. Yeah, a lot of people do that. But now, if you're going to go to the newer ones, most of those parts do not go back. I just lost the chat. Hold on. There we go. Okay, so falling behind again. I did put the bags on side panels on prep for bolt cutters on the push rods. Nice for the cam install, but the cold winter storm changed my mind till we get warmer temps. Understandable. It gets cold, and we're below freezing by more than half down here. It's currently 13 degrees in Connecticut, or at least where I am in Connecticut. It's cold. It is cold. And just like that, I'm all caught up in a side chat. Right on. Oh, man. So, yes, talk about getting value out of the bike. Mike is going to Daytona for Bike Week. Awesome. I wish I was going with him this year, but I can't. Gunn says he just put his cam in today. I saw the video. Congratulations. Good job. It sounds great. It really, really does. So, yeah, congratulations getting that done. Let's see. Still up in the air at the moment, Mike says, about Daytona. Got some medical issues that is preventing him or might prevent him. Yeah, of course. No comment from you from the weather, even though it's been below freezing down there. Corey is in the house. Hello, Corey. So, Corey, do you get the value out of your motorcycle? Or is it inflated? Inflated. I need a drink. Oh, man. Oh, what is this? Busted says, I stripped them off, the amp, the wiring, the mount, the headlight, and they're still in the garage. Yeah, because you could probably sell them and recoup some of that money back that you invested. And there's nothing wrong with that. There really isn't. People looking for used parts all the time because they could get them for, that's another way to get a better value out of your motorcycle is someone who has a bunch of takeoff. Then you get more money back, from selling those parts, and people get to save money by buying a good takeoff part. For instance, I talked to a guy today. He's going to buy my Hammerhead handlebars from LA Choppers. They sell for $350. They're very much like brand new, about a year old. There's nothing wrong with them, and he's going to pay me $2.25 for them. So he saved a lot, about $150 plus taxes. So he's happy. And go from there. Middle Moto's in the house. Hello, Middle Moto. Good to see you. Now that I had a bunch of stuff to it, I finally where I want it. And yes, I get lots of enjoyment. Nice. 71 says, my bike is the second best money I've ever spent. Right on. That's awesome. So that's why I chose this topic tonight is let's start up some conversation, the ups and downs. I mean, Spaceball. I will never feel flush with the money that I put into it, never mind my labor, that I will never, ever get that money back. So, let's see. In fact, I want to buy an amp and a headlight. The best money he ever spent was on his bike. Right on. It's cheaper than therapy. And just as good. I talked to Guns today. He's doing some work. Yep, it was interesting. Nice. Yeah. Shawnee Watson. Hello. Wow. I mean, woo. He's put in there quite a bit. Thank you, Corey. Corey's on it. Number one is my Springfield M1A1. Oh, nice. Rick B, I was checking out channel. Yeah, right on. Let's see. It wasn't fast enough. Look at that. Let's see. A motorcycle is a lot cheaper than a therapist. Absolutely. Absolutely it is. So there is that aspect of it. I'm sitting there and I'm looking like, well, how much have I spent on motorcycles over the years? Right? Over the years. I could have my house paid off, I could have my cars paid off multiple times over. But would I have enjoyed the community, the lifestyle, and of course, all of you? Absolutely not. So to me, it was an investment that was worthwhile uh, because I got to meet and hang out with all you people. Let's see. Number one, my truck. Number two is the bike. Number three, the Campbell. Number four is the wife. Hopefully she's not saying this, that you put her last. Then all the gifts just keep on giving and taking. They all keep wanting more money in the exact reverse order. Well, yeah, that is true. I bought a used part for of my 401k to get mine. I think I got more value by buying used with the add-ons already included. Very good point. Very good point. But were those the add-ons you wanted? I've seen a lot of people buy a used bike that had handlebars and exhaust and all that, me being one of them, and change them up because those weren't the bars I wanted. This wasn't the exhaust I wanted. So it's a catch-22. When you buy a used bike that's already had some modifications done to it, are the modifications you wanted. I was looking at a bike not too long ago. I was looking at it going, wow, it's a great deal on the bike. It's already got a pipe. It's already got a tuner. It's already got this and that. And I'm like, but I would change the pipe. I would change everything that this person did other than the custom dynamics lighting because that would have stayed, but everything else would have been gone. Looks like a kid probably should have been. You never know. You never know. Let's see. I thought your new suspension would have been number one. Someone else's money. It's all the members' money, not mine. It was all the members' money. My dealer has a good cabin fever party Saturday. Oh, no kidding. I'm going to go to the party and look at a new bike to buy. Oh, no kidding. Well, keep me posted if you buy a new bike or not. Kind of curious. I get excited when people buy a new bike. I feel like I'm actually getting it, but I'm not. So, I mean, good friends and family always getting new bikes, and I'm very excited. For instance, when Big Mike got his bike and EJ got his bike, and so on and so on and so on. Congratulations to you guys when you get new bikes. I love them so. I love it so much. Yeah, that's the best money somebody else's. Absolutely, absolutely. Let's see. Let's see. When I bought my used Road Glide, nothing was done to it. Nice. So you got a unmolested bike. That's always nice because then you can make it your own without having to take off parts. God, I think I threw out already not brand new, but 3 really good factory Road Glide headlights. I got 3 more to throw out. 2014 through 2023 shocks. Some are brand new, some are used. I'll be throwing those out soon. I've been doing a lot of cleaning in the shop, throwing out a lot of factory parts. But don't worry, Mike, I'm keeping 1 set of factory shocks for you. For when your little brother David takes Hannah's bike. Let's see. I did the same with both my bikes. Right on. Bus wants to know what dealer. Oh, Road Glide is the Cool Glide. At Busted Fabulous considering running through withdrawals, ice and snow. Yes, I am going through withdrawals. Let's see. It was very close to perfect. Wanted the Road Glide special with extended bags, but wanted a tour pack too. He added lowers and with speakers, amps only in front and back, Bars that fit me as well, upgraded. Wow, that's a good deal. That's yeah. Let's see. New bikes are exciting for absolutely. John is here. Hey, John, good to see you, Mr. Road Reality. I'm glad to have a new bike too. I remember when John got his new bike, I was excited for him. Now it'll get warm enough to ride. It'd be great. Yes, yes, it would, John. It'd be good to have it. Yeah. Hey, by the way, guys, thank you to everybody who reached out to me to make sure that Mel and I were doing okay with the snow and the cold and everything. Right on. Thank you very much. We're fine. We got plenty of power, plenty of heat, and thank you to Andrew for fixing the heat in the shop. Really appreciate you for doing that. Let's see. XAN says, I'm happy when people get new bikes as long as I don't have to pay for it. Yeah, I agree with that. So am I, RBO. Those winter blues are depressing me big time. Well, that's why you got to do something motorcycle related, right? If hopefully you have like a motorcycle museum by you, go to the dealer, go wrench on your bike, maybe order some parts for a winter project. If you're not doing that, do something motorcycle related that will kind of break that funk. I do it all the time, whether I'm watching YouTube videos, whether I'm looking at parts, when I'm starting a wish list of prices. Like right now, I'm salivating over a new seat for my Road Glide. Probably going to go with the Mustang. Definitely at this point, going with the Mustang because the passenger pillion is a little wider and more comfortable for the wife. And to me, that's what's important, is her comfort as much as mine, Just saying. So we're probably doing, I was on the phone with Mustang today, and we'll see how things go by the end of the week. Let's see. I need to unleash that road warrior. Yes. Well, we all do. We all do. I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to doing some riding. Mel and I are planning on going back down to Tennessee this year. Hopefully, we'll be doing some riding down there. Ride there and back. If not, then RV, whatever. We'll figure it out one way or another. Going with Big Mike. Probably EJ and Jada might join us. But we'll figure it all out when it comes closer to September. I don't want to rush September. But Mob in the Mountains, looking forward to doing some riding out there and having fun. If you guys haven't thought about going, you're thinking about going, now's the time to bite the bullet and go. Most of the trike was on it when I bought, but I did like the way it was set up. No, awesome. And all of the parts minus the hand grips are still on it now. Right on. So you got a modified bike that was customized to your liking without you spending all that money. That's awesome. Mud, what's going on, man? Nice. Yes, we are staying warm. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. Good to see you, Mud. Good to see you. Let's see. How much snow did I end up with? About 24 inches. And my town is so graceful enough, saying you don't have enough snow on your corner, so we're going to pile about 4 feet of snow on the corner. And they want me to clear the sidewalks. I cleared around it because I wasn't cutting through 4 feet of snow. Sorry, they put it there. They could take it away. They got the bucket loaders. I just got a snowblower, and that's just how it is. One of my friends in Kentucky was without. Oh wow, no kidding. Oh, I'm glad they got their power back. Thank you, Andrew. Appreciate you. Let's see. We're supposed to get more snow. Yes, same here. We're supposed to get a nor'easter this weekend. Let's see. The price of bikes not bad. The dealer markup is $2,500. Is bull $2,500, $3,000. Yes, I agree. Now, is that $2,500 to $3,000 including the dealer prep, conveyance fees, delivery fees, all that, or is that all added on? Because if it's added on, I just wouldn't even bother with them. Paulie says in some cases, let's see, I'm hoping it's not going to take 6 months as it was told this morning to be a rough one. Oh my God. Yeah, no kidding. I agree with you. My sisters and cousins, Mississippi. Nope. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, this was a big storm that blanketed the country. I ended up with 8 inches of snow and it hurt me. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Make sure you go take care. No, not Saddleman. Bob, it was either Mustang or Saddleman. And what it came down to was the passenger seat. What did it look like? What were the measurements? And it's a little bit wider, better for touring for my wife. And, I got to take care of her. And don't get me wrong, I love Saddleman seats. I think they're a great seat. They're also a good looking seat. So, and we're looking at a touring seat. So it was either going to be a road sofa or the long tour from Mustang. So I'm going with Mustang at this point. That might change. It all depends on how conversations go on Friday. I'm hoping that, they'll work with me. I'm not looking to get the seat for free, but I'm hoping I could get like a discount. I can offer everybody a discount code and things like that. So we'll see how it goes. But I am interested in going up to the place in Springfield and doing a factory tour. They do offer factory tours. I'm looking forward to doing that because I've never been to a factory tour at any seat manufacturer. I did a factory tour up at Harley in Milwaukee at the powertrain operations. That was always fun and a great time. If you guys ever want to do that, highly recommend you go up to Harley Davidson and take the factory tour, whether you ride a Harley or not. It's very interesting to see the factory tour on how the powertrain gets assembled. And if you get the option of doing the Engines 101 tour, that is well worth it too. You actually will put together a transmission. Always had one of those jam on motorcycle shows in February. It sucked. No good reason to get it. They build on. Oh yeah, we haven't had a good motorcycle show in New York or in this area in the longest time. I remember Progressive would have their motorcycle shows in, I think it was like April, March or April. They would do that Progressive motorcycle show, and it was awesome. And yeah, that ended at COVID killed it, Let's see. It says nice bikes. New bikes are nice in the sense that you aren't mechanically inclined and you're tired of wrenching on bikes. Well, that's not me. They are nice because let's say you're traveling and if you kept the warranty or you kept your bike under warranty, where I void warranties, and you're on the road someplace, you have a problem, you're covered by the warranty. Let's see. Greg says, I love my Mustang seat on the Road King. Right on, right on. No carbon fiber. No carbon fiber for me. And if I did get a Saddleman, it would not be the carbon fiber one because we're definitely going with the heated seat. Definitely going with heated. Definitely going to do a rider's backrest. So that is the bare minimum. It has to have heated seats and it has to have a rider's backrest. Boom. Let's see. Corey says, hard to beat Mustang for comfort. Not the prettiest seat, but damn comfy. There you go. Next week in a cycle showcase. Nice. That's on a bucket list to go one year, and I definitely want to go. But unfortunately, I haven't had the opportunity to afford to go. So you got to pick your battles and pick where you're going and what you're doing. It's all about getting to Sturgis this year, so there's very little bit I'm doing. Let's see. Haven't put in. Oh, no. Yeah. Kelfire had her seat redone. She took her factory seat, sent it down, had it redone. There you go. 701 says, I'm searching for a new bike, but local prices for a road guide went from $27,000. Wow. That's a $6,000 increase. Wow. What about down in Florida? Because you're down there quite a bit. Look around your surrounding states. I mean, you're not nailed down to buy a bike from a certain area. And just how far are you willing to travel if you have the time? Hey, RG, good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you're here. Evil Rick's on it with the mobbing website. There you go. Let's see. Great. I have about HD right now. Oh, you have a gripe with HD. It's for the life of me. I can't understand why they don't offer floorboards, most of the collection, but that one piece not available. I don't know. Usually when they come out with a collection, that's part of the collection. I don't know why they didn't do it. Maybe they're coming out with the future. I'm pretty sure you talked to the local dealer and they just said not available, or they don't make them. Maybe you might want to reach out to the mothership and see if they'll get back to you. I don't know if they will or not, but hey, give it a shot, right? Give it a shot. What do you got to lose? Nothing. Everything to gain. Yeah, Bob. More snow this weekend. I can't get it. Let's see. The price can be steep depending on how many cc's. Yes. RBL says, and if you look at the underside of the Adversary collection pens, they look unfinished. No kidding. At the price point, you expect a better finished product. Well, maybe you might want to start looking at different manufacturers aftermarket to get what you want, or get something close. I'm pretty sure you could find something close, or you might find a set of floorboards front and rear that you really like, that you can replace them. Just saying, just throwing it out there. Maybe. Like I'm loving the new Mechanics, the Mechanic X collection. They've got some great stuff going on out there with their floorboards. Also, Advan Black's got some new floorboards out. They're carbon fiber, so they're pretty cool. Let's see. Anyone know one deal that added and include extra fees? Is added on and doesn't include extra fees. Says I got to get to the point where the 8 and 10 wheels couldn't blow this. No kidding. They brought back bloated. Oh, no kidding. About ninjas. Orange is ice. That's what's killer. Okay. We got a foot. Namale has COVID. Oh, hope she feels better. Whiskey. The game of life is giving me an ass whooping at the moment. I bet, brother man. Yes, I will be doing the heated version. Got to have heated seats. Even though it could be summertime, you're out riding, man, and you get that little hot spot in your back or in your tailbone, or your butt starts getting a little uncomfortable, you turn that heated seat on, and, man, you're good for another 100 and so miles. That's just me. No, I have not tried Bad Boys seats. I actually haven't heard of them. There's so many seat manufacturers out there. But let's take a look. Maybe we could bring them up. Bad B-O-Y-Z seats. Bad Boys Cycles, huh? Shop. Gonna have to take a look at these seats here. I'm definitely gonna take a look at the seats. I saved it as a favorite, so we'll take a look at it. Thank you for the suggestion. Thank you. Comes to Touring Go Mustang, in my opinion. Coming from Greg McBee. What do you guys call weather here in North Dakota? We call Wednesday. Oh man. Had a Saddleman on my FLHC, traded for an FLH. I was thinking about a Saddleman road sofa. Right on, Bob. Seats are funny. They are, as you might find one seat extremely comfortable. I might find it completely uncomfortable. Just saying. You know what I mean? So seats are very, very different. Now, I sat on the seats at rallies between Mustang and Saddleman. I was always leaning towards Saddleman. And then I started really looking at the Mustang seats, especially where the wife would sit. And that's what's pushing me towards Mustang. Yes, Saddleman is more customizable. I can add color stitching, different types of fabric, things like that. Get a custom seat made. I don't need one right away, but I'm going to want one eventually. Let's see. Jamin says, I keep the same payment. I've been thinking. Oh, there you go. Riding on 3 says, I do like my Mustang I have on Stitch. Right on. Now, do you have the step-up seat on that? I have a step-up seat. I didn't like it. To me, it was uncomfortable. And that's when I went with Corbin. And I did look at Corbin, and their touring seats, to me, don't look that comfortable. for long touring. That's just me. Big Mike's going to be down there. He's going to look into them and he's going to let me know. Well, he's looking into them for himself, but I want his opinion on that. I don't know when I'm going to do the Mustang tour, but I'm going to put it out there. So if anybody wants to join me with it, you'd be more than welcome to. I know they offer tours, so it'll probably be hopefully within the next month to month and a half, hopefully right around our birthday time. But I doubt it because the Mustang will probably be down in Daytona. So maybe either before Daytona Bike Week or afterwards. Yep. Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. That's the one plant I really want to do a tour in is down in York, PA. And that's something I'd want to ride down to, ride down on a Thursday, get a hotel, do a tour on Friday, spend all day Friday there, spend the night in the hotel Friday night, and then come back on Saturday. Boom. Thinking me gives me a headache. Yeah. Let's see, about 2 inches of snow with an inch of ice on top. Oof. You guys be careful down there, It says shows in Naugatuck were nice, not in the past few years. Yeah. I know the shows you're talking about. What's his name? Put him on. He's the Connecticut Cruise News guys. He put those on. He used to do the old Super Sundays up at Danbury and ruined it. Let's see. John got 5 inches of snow, 2 inches of ice. Oh, great. So if you ever want to go to Tomahawk, Wisconsin and do HC tour with the factory for the bags and paint. Oh. Yeah, that's something I'd be interested in doing next time I'm in Wisconsin. Yeah. I didn't know that was an option. Yeah. So let's see. Mal says Mustang makes good seats. Yep. Let's see. Ended up about 4 inches of rain and 0 to 14 inches of snow we're supposed to get. Oh, okay. Good. You got all rain and no snow. Excellent. Good for you. I'll trade you. 701. Brock says he loves his Mustang. Let's see. I've ever been finding a non-emergency ambulance transport. They have not been waiting to pick people up and take them home from the hospital. Okay. Let's see. We did homecoming in New York in 2018. Met up with old friends in the factory. Unfortunately, AC has not had a homecoming in New York since then. Yeah, that'd be nice. They did. Mel and I were out at the 120th anniversary homecoming. We were guests of Harley Davidson. We had a great time out there. And in 2019, we flew out there for our birthday week. Hers is March 4th. Mine's March 8th. We flew out there and we did a bunch of tours in the museum and had a great time. Loved it out in Milwaukee. Had a great time for the 120th. We'll probably be out there for 125th, hoping and praying that actually happens. So we'll see. I'm actually crossing my fingers. I could possibly hold off until after Sturgis, but highly don't see it. Oh, yes. Let's see. Do you think that'll be a great time to find good value of new bikes if you have a leftover 24 or 25 model? You might, because I know they're trying to give away bikes. There's a dealership here in Connecticut. They have a CVO that they're trying to blow out the door at, $34,000. It's a brand new bike, but it's a 24 CVO. They're trying to blow it out. And that's at Hartford Harley Davidson in Hartford, Connecticut. Just throwing it out there. Yep. Thank you, Rick, the #1 Matrix on YouTube. Really appreciate it. Manual closed. Oh. Let's see. 6K would be easy to travel. Yeah. To save $6,000, yeah, that'd be easy to travel. Let's see. 701 says, I am just that crazy. Yeah, I'm sure you are. Hey, Mr. Bokikio. Good to see you, Mr. Bokikio. Good evening. Another wonderful Connecticut resident and happy member of this channel. The new Red Line connection. Yeah, right. That is a nice collection. Let's see. Let's face it, the older we get, but our young mind says more power. Yes, you are 1,000% correct on that. 1,000%. So back to it, guys. I'm going to say it's not bloated. The value is there. All right. The monetary value, the use I get out of my motorcycles is definitely there. I love having them. If I had to do it all over again, I would absolutely do it all over again. Boom. Bad Boy Cycles. Nice. Okay. But yeah. Sorry, gotta go. 4 a.m. comms fast. Oh, right on. Have a good one, PA. Be good, be safe. Mountain Creek Harley Davidson in Georgia don't mark up their prices at all. I mean, the Street Glide Liberty is $29.99. Oh, that's a really good price for that. That's a pretty bike. I love the Eagle on the side of the tank with that #1. I think that is beautiful. My opinion. My opinion. Back is different as far as comfort. Yes, 100%. Happy wife, happy ride for me. Happy daughter, happy ride. Bingo. You know. Yeah, I've never had a backrest on a seat for the rider. Everybody keeps telling me for the long rides you need one. Well, I always said I hate them. I hate them. I hate them, especially taking bikes on and off the lift. They're horrible. They're dangerous. But after going to Tennessee and back this year at 55 years old, I'm sitting there going, my back is killing me. And everybody's saying if you had a backrest, you'd save your back a lot. So I'm willing to give it a try. Really looking forward to giving it a try and seeing where it is. One way or another, I'm going to end up with a new seat this year for the Road Glide. Hopefully, I can start a collaboration with Mustang and go from there. If not, then I'll probably end up coming out of pocket for one. Collaboration or a discount. One of the two, I think I'll be that. Let's see. I was thinking about the Super Tour seat. Oh, no kidding. Corbin and Lair look uncomfortable, in my opinion. They look thin. Yes, for the touring seats, they do look thin and they do not look comfortable. That's why I did not go back to even talk to Corbin. They made the seat for me on Spaceball, and I love that seat. It's a very comfortable seat, but I had them do some custom shaping of the foam for myself, for Mel, also custom select the stitching, custom selected the embroidery, custom selected all the fabrics for it. The only thing that wasn't custom was the seat pan. So very, very happy with that seat. Yeah, on Spaceball is very comfortable. I would not want to go 500 miles in that seat, but I'd do a couple 100 miles, no problem. I mean, it's why it's done deal because a couple other dealers around me do mark up bikes. Okay, right on, right on. Put a gold wing seat on it and you'd be happy, Rick says. Probably. Let's see. Deal at Dr. Harley. Snow doesn't bother me. And the granddaughter was upset we didn't get any snow. Well, you can have all of mine. Come and get it. Take it away. Take it away. Hey, Dean Benedetti's in the house. Hey, Dean, good to see you. Good to see you. It's been a while. That's how far behind I am on these comments, guys. But keep them coming. I really appreciate it. I know one dealer was trying to get rid of 324 lowrider S's still. No kidding. Cheaper to buy them than a used one the same year. Actually, is right now. Oh, no kidding. So if you're looking for a lowrider S, get a hold of Riding on Threes. He'll tell you which dealer it is, and you get yourself a good deal on a brand new lowrider S. And bring it to me, and I'll make it Spaceballs 2.0, the search for more money. I guess I had to do it all over again. I would have started out back when I was younger, but it was tough. Yes. Let's see. Oh, Frogzilla's in the house. What's going on, Froggy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see. Yeah, seeing the bike in person really sets the bike off for sure. I bet. I haven't seen that bike in person yet. I also want to see that Inferno Gray too. I really want to see that in person. I'm excited about that color. That might make me want to get rid of my Road Glide, but not really. I really wish they had done the Road Glide in the Liberty, but I guess it saved me 30,000. Yeah. Let's see. well, see, Greg says he loves his backrest on long rides, and Dean says the backrest is game changer. That's what I want to hear. I'm going with Mustang. I'm going for Mustang right now. So we'll see how it does. Riding on 3 says might cost me $40K, but I'm kind of hoping the dealer doesn't get the trike version in at the same time. If a newer rear end would want the paint. Yeah. Oh my God, that Liberty on that new trike. Oh, you'd be in trouble, Mike. You'd be really, really in trouble. Bob the Goldwing is a real king of the road. I don't doubt it. I haven't ridden a Goldwing, and I doubt they're very comfortable. But I love my Harley Davidsons. I'm sorry, I'm brand loyal. Harley has earned that loyalty for me because every time I get on my bikes, they take me where I want to go. I only got stranded once on my Softail, and it wasn't my fault. It was a bad design's fault. Plastic clip that holds on to the fuse box on a plastic box. I hit a pothole. I didn't hit the pothole, so it could be my fault. Would never have happened. But now I know, and now I got that thing zip tied up out of the way so it doesn't happen again. And I got it fixed. So, have you updated the Road Glide G's? No, I have not seen the updated Road Glides at all yet. I'm probably going to be headed down to the dealer Saturday. Go take a look. They got a chili cook-off going on down there. I think I'm going to take part and enjoy. Tiger Ward's in the house. Right on, Tiger. Good to see you, sir. Good to see you. Let's see. I'll never have a seat without a backrest, Tom says. Right on. Right on. Good. I caught back up with the comments again. Believe it or not, I'm all caught up. Right on. Might have to try out a backrest sometime soon when I get out on Stitch. I don't know if they have a backrest available for the Lowrider S. That I know of, a rider backrest, that is. Yeah. Freedom Ride HD Saturday. Yes, Freedom Road. I'm going to Freedom Road Harley Davidson on Saturday. I'm going to get there right around 11:30 or 12, and hang out there for a few hours, maybe 2. But we'll see what's going on. Hopefully, I got some 26 models I can record. I'm going to bring the camera and go from there. So, plus I got the chili cook-off, and I like chili, so I will definitely be at Freedom Road Harley Davidson. If you're there, you see me, grab me and go. I did not go to the gun show. Is it the gun show this weekend? I thought it was a chili cook-off this weekend. Either way, I'm going this weekend. So definitely doing that. Let's see. I need someone to trade seats for a Saddleman I have. Really? You don't like your Saddleman? Your seat won't work on my bike. It's a 25 seats, 24, 23 and a half CVOs and 24s and 25s will not work on the first gen. Let's see. Mustang does with the road sofa. Mustang does with the road sofa seat. I got. Oh, it does. Just haven't ridden with it. Oh, okay. Right on. Right on. Did not know that. Did not know that. So we are at the hour mark since our illustrious surgeon level members don't want to chime in and hang out. But let's do this. I'm going to drop the chat into the link into the side chat. Maybe you want to come in and share your thoughts. Let's see. Do you run a heated gear? No, I do not. I have heated grips, and I do have a Sundowner that's heated that I bought in 2014, and that thing is well past its life. So it's going on 12 years old, to be honest with you. If yes, I came up with a clean way to mount both of the wires controllers for your. I'm going to send a pic. Yeah, I'm interested. Send me that pic. Here's the link. Anybody wants to pop in. We're at the 1 hour mark. Yeah. Oh, gun show is this Saturday. But late. Snow might be the problem. Yeah, if it does snow, I'm not going. Well, it all depends on how much snow we're getting. So I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, here he is, the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, Demo. What's going on?
How's it going?
So
Oh,
they had that Liberty trike, whether it's the Street Glide trike or the Road Glide 3. Are you in? Are you all in?
it's going to depend on how it rides when I take them out for a test ride.
I guarantee you'll ride better than your current trike.
With the suspension technology shocks on it, I don't know.
You have more rear travel out of that, so it's got to be more comfortable. It's got to handle better. It won't feel like you're driving a snowplow.
A railroad track? A train?
I
A
haven't drank
snowmobile?
enough tonight. A snowmobile. That's the word, snowmobile. And want to throw you off as you're in a corner. That was my experience.
Yeah. I mean, mine doesn't handle bad at all. But then again, though, mine's not exactly factory no more either when it comes to the suspension. The thing with me, though, is with the way how the rear ends are, how much travel, with all that extra travel, how much is the bike actually going to lean? Especially if you go to throwing it into the
It's
quarters like I
5
do.
inches total travel up and down.
Mm-hmm.
Where your bike has a total of 2.25 inch. Well, with the suspension technology, it's got the inch taller, so you probably got about 3 inches of travel.
Right.
Total. So you'll end up with 2 more inches of travel up and down, which I think will help with cornering. Jack, they're actually going to let you test ride a bike?
Yes.
Well, it's not the demo truck, it's the dealership. The dealership has no clue.
Oh, they know.
Oh, they know?
Yeah, they know.
Oh, okay.
Because a couple of the actual employees actually follow me and stuff on my socials, so they seen the video from the wreck. So,
oh, okay.
They were like, the fact that you're actually out here riding still and actually getting another bike, kind of sort of like, okay.
Well, you said you felt like you had to.
Yeah, kind of sort of.
Yeah, but you also wanted it.
Yep. And I'm happy that I got it.
A lot of trike manufacturers have been making independent suspensions for years. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely they have. But Harley's been the same for a millennium with their trikes. So with minor changes to suspension, now it's a completely different rear end. Except for the back part where the trunk actually mounts, that's the same. But between the rider's seat and where the trunk mounts, it's all different.
Yep, the entire rear end of the frame is. Yeah, I know.
Not the rear frame.
Resist.
The rear frame where the trunk mounts is exactly the same as previous.
From the cutouts and stuff that I've seen, they're a little bit different because of the way how that rear end is.
Might be a little shorter,
yeah,
but it's the same design.
Yeah, same. I mean, the trunk area is going to be about the same. Yeah.
Yep.
But they're not actually trike manufacturers; they're kit manufacturers.
Yep. Well, I don't know.
Because Harley and
Can-Am factory trike. Can-Am.
Can-Am does.
Well,
they're
an inverted trike.
Right, but those are the only two.
Harley played with an inverted trike. They have a couple of them in the museum in the archives.
Mm-hmm.
But they never seen life. You know what I mean?
Was it one of your videos that I seen that showed it? So I seen what you're talking about on somebody's video. I can't remember who it was that I seen it on because it's been a while. But I remember seeing the video where somebody had actually shown the inverted trike that Harley made.
I showed it in my video.
Okay, so it was probably yours then. I remember seeing it off of somebody's. And I was like, that's cool. Yep. And I talked to CST because I was back at Sturgis. I actually talked to them because I actually wanted to see if their rear ends would hold up to a 131. Because I was actually thinking, this is how much of a 131 I've actually been wanting to put on the trike. But the issue with the older model trikes is the 131 has too much power for the rear end. And the way how the rear end's designed, it'll constantly strip the gears.
So
Because there's a guy.
He's had 3 different kits. Which one do you like better?
Oh, yeah.
And hello to 2-4 from snowy Nova Scotia. Well, it's snowy here in Connecticut. I got 2 feet of snow. Not happy. We got another nor'easter coming up the coast this weekend.
Yeah, I know. It's like winter's decided to start snowing late this year.
Well, I'm hoping I'm off again on Monday. I was off this past Monday. Well, worked from home, but basically off. So I'm hoping I'm off again.
Get more work caught up.
Well, it's even with the heat in the garage, it's still too cold to do what I need to do in there. I'm starting to save my pennies for another heater in there, electric heater, to help the mini.
Are the doors insulated by chance? You had any?
Yes, but the windows in the back aren't, and the main construction of the garage is cinder block. So when it's 30 degrees outside, it's like 0 in the garage.
Yeah.
And when it's 80, 90 degrees outside, it's over 100 in the garage.
Yeah.
He says, haven't had enough time with the Champion, but he liked the Moto kit the best so far.
That's the normal one that they usually put on the trikes, right? Evil? On the Gold Wings?
Wow. 2-4 says it's going to hit him on Sunday as well. That's a big nor'easter if it's hitting Nova Scotia and the Northeast coast. It's probably 2 different ones.
Possibly.
I this was Nova Scotia's summertime. I could be wrong. Apparently I am. So Evil Rick says, depending on what you want.
Yeah.
But so you feel you get plenty of value out of your motorcycles, and it's not a bloated cost?
Roughly combined 100,000 miles. What do you think? and why do you think it's kind of sort of like, I'm like, after the news I got this morning, it's nerve-wracking, I guess is the easiest way to put it.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And it's not even because of the surgery at all. It's because what I was wanting to do, what I've got planned to do, and the fact of 6 months of not being able to ride.
Well, your health is what's most important.
Yeah, that was the conversation me and my physical therapist had talked about today.
Mm-hmm.
And that was one of those. She's like, I understand. She goes, I can tell. Because she's dealt with me for the last 2.5 years with my legs as well. And then she helped out with the shoulder after I got back with this from Sturgis. And so she knows about all the other mental stuff too. Well, and she was like, she's like, at least in a couple of weeks, you get to go see your social worker and you'll see me right after. We'll basically hand you off to each other. I was like, okay. She goes, but honestly, she goes, at your age, you need to have it done. She goes, I understand you can do almost everything. You don't really necessarily, but the way how the ortho doctor put it is it's not your typical shoulder surgery either.
Yep. So, at your age, because you're catching up to DDK. Every year you're catching up to DDK. They stopped counting his birthdays, so he doesn't get any older.
So, yeah, still dealing with the wreck from Sturgis, but it's not going to change my outcome of wanting to be out on the bike.
Absolutely. Mr. Greg McBee, hello, Cupcake, sir.
Hello, guys and gals. Just thought I'd jump in for a second.
Okay, thanks for stopping in. Seconds up. No,
Okay, gotta go.
See ya.
so do you get the value out of your motorcycles, or do you feel it's a bloated cost?
Me?
Yeah,
Oh,
you.
I've gotten value out of all my bikes. Except for them old ass ones, antique ones. They cost me dime a dozen, but
Well, I mean, when you're talking antique, that's a whole nother level.
yeah, that's a whole different level.
I'm talking your current
My
everyday
bike,
rider, that
I
beautiful,
love my
beautiful nice
my
car.
2010 Ultra.
Yep.
Which I still own it to this day, still like that. That thing's been so faithful to me. I have no complaints about it.
Nice.
Granted, when I paid 25 grand for that in 2010, I thought I was nuts. You know, I traded 2 bikes in for that stuff like that. But you know what? I made her mine and this and that, and I didn't do much upgrades to it except for exhaust. But that thing, I still travel on it, and it's comfortable, and it's what I like, and it's what I enjoy. It's
That's all that matters.
Yep.
At the end of the day, that's all that matters. As long as you like it, you enjoy it, and that's all that matters. I mean, my taste, what I do to my bike, might not be nobody else's taste, but it's my bike. It's what I like. What Greg does or what Mike does, I might not like, but that doesn't matter. It's what you guys like. I mean, my favorite question I get asked all the time: hey, if I do this to my bike, do you think it'll be cool? You know, my response is, do you think it'll be cool? Because that's all that matters. I'll do whatever you want.
And when I get people ask me at work or this and that, I said, "Oh, you ride a motorcycle? Or you ride?" I said, "I ride a Harley." "Oh, you have a Harley?" "Oh, yeah, I got 4 of them."
Yep.
It's like they made me feel like I'm a millionaire or something like that. I'm like, no. It's like, it's like owning a Chevy Chevette to a Cadillac. It's like, and that's what Harleys are. They are the Cadillac of the biker world.
Yep. And RBL, you're right. I should have worded it better, and I didn't, and I apologize. But yes, as far as the cost of buying a Harley, can they be made and sold at a lesser price? Maybe, maybe not, because there's a lot of money that goes into research and development and stuff that happens behind the scenes that you see. And it takes a good 2 to 4 years when they develop a brand new motorcycle like that rear end on all the new trikes. That's something that just didn't happen since the new CEO took over, and that's what I love to see. Everybody, oh look, the new CEO, and they got this whole new rear end, and it's amazing. And see, he's making changes. Well, but people realize that rear end has been in development and research and development now for about 2 to 4 years.
Yeah.
So it's still under Yoke and Sykes. The changes the new CEO makes as far as the bikes go, that will take another 2 to 3 years for that to change. Now, as far as policies go, policies can happen overnight. Design factors happen over time because one, it's got to get tested. Models got to be made of it. Then after the model's made, they're going to make a prototype. They're going to make a few prototypes. They're going to put them through so many different stages of testing to see if it will last, see if it's definitely worth investing, putting that in. I guarantee you that rear end probably cost Harley Davidson Motor Company at least anywhere from $4 to $5 million to bring to the market before they sell the first model.
Just to design it.
Yep.
Yeah. Design and testing.
The machining, the research and development, the engineering, the materials, the sourcing of materials, which material would be best, what not be best, the placement of the shock. That alone, how did that change the geometry of the suspension? That alone, I'm sure costs a lot of money because they took the shock from being behind everything. Now it's in front of everything. So that took a lot of research and development. So I love it when people sit there and say, well, but all that costs money. Where does that cost funnel down to at the end of the day? They predict they're going to sell X amount of bikes with this suspension. So they're going to price it out so they're profitable. Because remember, Harley Davidson Motor Company is a for-profit company. Their whole reason of being in business is to make money and to make as much of it as they can. So, yeah, well, not-for-profit organizations aren't like that.
Well, one thing I can't say, and most people don't realize this because a lot of people don't usually look at the trike market and prices. This is a proven fact. 2026's price for the trikes,
Good night, Brian.
even with all the new upgrades, is actually $1,000 less than what they were in 22.
And not just that, if you look, you do the cost of inflation over the past 20 years, the bikes are basically priced the same. It's just that the inflation has gone up. I mean, if you think about it, 20 years ago, right? What was the price of gas?
Well, my Ultra Limited in 2010, brand new, I think it was 25.7 or
26
something. Like
years
that.
ago.
20, yeah, Ultra Limited. I mean, and that was a high end thing. And then you do the Ultra Limited now, or you say last year didn't have it, but if you do the inflation and stuff like that, that bike today is actually a little cheaper than it was what I paid for.
Yep.
With inflation and stuff like that.
Yeah, because the price is exactly the same as what you paid for yours.
Exactly.
Or at least at my dealership it is anyways.
I traded 2 Harleys in for that one.
I traded in 3 Harleys for my previous road glide, which I regret getting rid of my 93 Softail. I wish
my 2000 Road King was one of them bikes I traded in those 2, and I wish I would have kept that thing because I really didn't get that much out of it.
That bike was paid for. The property taxes was less than $60 a year on it because it's so old, but it was beautiful. It was all custom tints, custom paint, had an open primary, custom pegs, custom handlebars, custom headlight, custom wheels. Everything was done on that. It was perfect. And I traded it in, and my wife's going, "You're going to regret it. You're going to regret it." Says, "No, I don't write it. I don't write it." And guess what happened?
You regret it.
To this day, I regret it because that was also my very first Harley Davidson.
And Doc, like you were saying, unaffiliated, some affiliated with them, but I listen to stuff like that. You put all that money in that bike and stuff like that to a Harley dealer when you trade them in, it's still, say my Road King, to them it's still a 2000 Road King. I don't care if I got $40,000 into it. It's still valued at a 2000 Road King. So that's a trade-in value. They don't care about all this and that. Because my buddy, this is in 2009, and he was thinking about trading his Road King in. I had a bunch of work on it, and I put a gear drive system in and all fancy stuff like that. And he was thinking about trading it in on, I'm not going to say the name, the owner of Ukes and stuff like that, his personal bike, which had all this fancy stuff, this and that, stuff like that. They want a ton of money. They're like, well, no, your bike is. He goes, well, your bike is still basically we give you the stock price. This one's got all this and all that. And my buddy Bill's like, well, my bike's got all this and that. It's like, he's like, they just want to give him a stock price, but yet they want to give, because the owner's bike had all this extra stuff on it. They didn't give a shit that his had extra shit on it.
Let's see. I think there's a Harley in everyone's budget. May not be a new dealer for bike, but there are tons of really good deals out there on new bikes. Absolutely. Like I said, my first Harley I had was used. It was a 93 I bought in 2010. So it was already 17 years old when I bought it, but I loved it. That bike took me to Daytona and back, took me to Laconia and back, and Sturgis and back, all in 2010. With a horrible suspension that the Softails had back then, with 20-inch apes and a Badlander seat. Bad idea for a long tour seat. But it looked phenomenal. And it's,
I'm sorry. Me and Mike are just laughing at you. You know what? I was all into horsepower and torque
form
and
over
hard
function.
ride
Oh,
stuff. Yeah,
trust me.
I turned 60 a few weeks ago, stuff like that. In the last, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 years, like I just want comfort. I just want to get to point A to point C, D, whatever, and get back home.
Without too much pain.
Right.
Yeah.
But my inner self is like, oh no, we want some power. I want to stand that wheel up. Let's bring that bagger up, straight up and down again. But no,
Yeah.
my body can't take it no more.
Well, we're getting old, Cupcake.
You
I'm
are.
not as old as you.
You are. You're getting old.
Mentally, I'm not. Mentally, I'm only 15.
Oh yeah, I'm the same way. It's like, man, I can get on that BMX bike and ride a wheelie down the road like that. Just kidding. Shit, my ass be.
I mean, it's kind of sort of what happened when I wrecked the bike.
Yeah.
I mean, I instantly looked, started doing the fill. I was like, okay, yep, I'm good. Get up, get the bike up.
I'm still conscious.
I hope to God the dealership does not have an Inferno Gray Road Glide CVO.
Oh.
Because if they do, it's going to take all my willpower and the powers of God for me not to try it in my Road Glide for it. Or Spaceball.
That's sometimes a problem I have. Someone, when I ride by myself, stuff like that, I hit this. I'm getting older, stuff like that. Like, oh, Greg, slow it down. I ride in a group, and these guys, young guys. Hell, I can do that. I'll grab a gear and I'll slam that big old heavy bagger down to the ground. Like, oh, my reaction time ain't like it used to be.
But I'm just that Inferno Gray, if it looks as good as it does on video and that it does in person, then it's going to take every ounce of willpower for me not to go mine.
Right.
Oh, I guarantee it probably looks even better in person.
And I'm glad they don't have the Liberty and the Road Glide, because I would be all over that one.
I was going to say, because I know for a fact the Liberty, even indoors, doesn't really do it justice. You actually have to get it outside to actually see the actual paint on it.
Yeah,
and
hopefully
it's
this
nice.
Saturday. I'm going to my local dealer. We got a chili cook-off, Kevin Fear breakout, got bingo stuff. I want to see one of them Liberties out there, and a lot of times they bring them outside if it's a sunny day.
And if you're a serious buyer, they'll bring it outside.
Yeah, because a lot of them bikes, they're like the Whisker Fire. When they had that color, it looks great in the showroom, but you put the thing in the sunlight. Oh,
I was lusting for that bike, and the only thing that kept me from buying it, that Whiskey Fire Storm, the only thing that kept me from buying it was I'm going from a CVO. Okay, this is the bougie in me, to a regular Road Glide.
Well, I mean, heated grips and all that other stuff, right? Not heated.
Built into it,
and I just could not bring myself to trade in and buy it. I was this close. The dealership and I were about $3,000 off. Just $3,000 difference. If we were there, it would have happened, and I would have been renting it today.
Yeah,
but since
a lot of people with motorcycles, Doc, just like you with Spaceball, or people with cars, you hot ride your car and stuff like that. You never get what you put into it.
Right. No, and if I traded my Road Glide, I'll be definitely taking the T-bars off, putting the stock bars back on it with the stock clamp and stock bushings. I have them. I would put stock exhaust back on it. I'd have to get heat shields, but I would keep the 2-in-1 Sawicki. I would put the stock ECU back in it. I would keep the Thunder Max, even though it would be different for 25, but I would still keep that. I'd put the stock cam in it. I still have it. I would put a lot of that back into that bike and put the stock wheel back on it, and I'd keep that front wheel. There'd be a lot of stuff I would do with the stock bags and fender
And
back on it.
you'll get the same money for it, but how much labor out of your own time you got to put it back, back to that.
It'd be worth it to me.
Yeah, it'd be worth the money you save it. And you got to keep.
Yeah, because I would definitely do T-bars again, and I don't want to spend that money again.
Right.
I would definitely be, it was just so much stuff I could transfer over, like the exhaust.
That kind of stuff, I understand, exhaust, T-bar, stuff like that. But if you want to, break your engine back down, cams and stuff, it'd be a little iffy there. But
without me recording, that's a 3-hour job, start to finish.
That's not too bad.
To do cams.
Time-wise, that's not that bad, really.
Yep. And I'd take the Advan black bags and all that off, put the stock stuff back on it. I would
use your old gaskets. Don't put the new gaskets in there like you always preach about. Use the old gaskets.
Oh no.
You're trading it in.
Nope. I would put in all new gaskets and O-ring.
No, hell no. You're trading it in, put them old gaskets back in there.
Yeah, but it's gonna be somebody else that ends up buying it.
In good conscience, I can't do that. It goes against every grain in my body as a technician to do it.
Yeah. But yeah, if they
Hey Doc, did you put the new cams in that snowblower I recommended to you?
Nah. I did come to the realization, because I realized last year when I put the snowblower away and took it out, I did not service it this year. So I do have to, after this next snowstorm, is get there and grease it and check the oil and change the oil and do things like that. So
yeah, I want that thing to start and run good when Mel's out there blowing snow for you.
Yeah. I mean, really, I would that new CVO, oh my God, Road Glide.
That's pretty, ain't it?
Actually, I'd put even the stock headlight back in and take the custom dynamics out.
Yeah, I would.
The front turn signals I would leave, because they've been on the bike since 2022.
Those 2026s, whether we like the Street Glide version or the Road Glide, the lighting on it is very nice, especially with the lowers. If you get the limited, we got the fog lights, LED stuff. And they're
bright.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, one of the techs decided to turn a light on when I was looking at them. Just about got blinded. So yeah, those new lower lights are bright.
But I tell you, I'm so old school. Just like Doc said, you on Unaffiliated days, a lot of those old school guys, we like analog gauges, stuff like that. When I see on these new bikes, yes, I like that big digital display. Everything's up there. I can change this, change that.
It's easy for us to see.
They become electrical nightmares, which ain't no different with any kind of vehicle you buy these days. I don't care if you buy a Honda, Toyota, Chevy, or Ford, or whatever. It's all electronics.
Yeah.
Even on motorcycles, Honda, they all have it,
Yeah, really, if you think about it,
Harley's expensive. Go buy a Ford F-150 or a Chevy 1500, whatever. $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 for a new truck. I'm like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, nope.
Yeah, Mike, you know that. It's like, come on.
I would definitely be in the market. Well, let me pull up the website. Let me see if they got anything on there.
We're always talking bikes. We're always talking bikes, especially Harleys. Harley's expensive. Well, the Hondas ain't that cheap either.
Well,
but Harleys hold their values. But look at the car market.
Exactly.
Compare that.
Take the cars for example. Chevy SUV, get a Suburban, or not even a Suburban. Get the Traverse. It's almost $90,000.
Brother Bill, he's had.
But somebody did. I seen a video where somebody did a comparison. It's like 85 something, $85,000 to $90,000 for a Chevy Traverse. It's the 25s. It is $100,000 for a Mercedes SUV of a 25. Now, if I'm going to buy an SUV, I can get a Mercedes, the top of the line actual luxury car for 10 grand more, which is about maybe $50 a month.
Until
I'm
you
getting
got
a 10 grand more. Yeah,
Let me tell you,
true.
I had a Mercedes.
Can you afford that maintenance on that Mercedes?
I had a Mercedes, an oil change on that Mercedes, not at Mercedes. Buying it's 7 quarts of oil. It's a European blend oil. 7 quarts of that, a cartridge filter, and that alone doing it myself was $100.
Yeah.
Just the motor. The tires, when I replaced tires, was $750 a pair. And when I did the brakes, front and rear rotors, front and rear pads with the pad sensors, another $750. And this was on a 2016 Mercedes.
Yeah.
And the AMGs, AMG, I got a buddy that guy quoted $5,000 to do a brake job on that thing.
Yeah, that's what I had. I had an AMG
for $3,500. I'm thinking $3,500 for a brake job for an AMG because they got the bigger rotors and this and that.
I did mine for $750 on my C-Class AMG.
Damn. Still, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, well, considering a 4-wheel brake job on my wife's former Mazda CX-5, pads and rotors front and rear, same company, same performance and braking. You ready for this?
About $350.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask me why I got rid of Mercedes and went back to Mazda.
But I'll tell you what, I don't care if it's Mazda, Mercedes, Chevy, Ford, whatever. Just the shit's gotten expensive. Well, back in the old days, because we were old school guys, we used to cut our rotors and stuff like that, and nobody machines rotors no more and stuff. And
nope.
You just slap it, and you get them China-made rotors. Oh, this is cheap, but it's a lot cheaper. But then they warp, and you got the. We all know that.
So, and depending on the Mercedes, you can't use regular unleaded, and you have to use premium.
Yep.
Yeah.
So on my C-Class, I was spending $65 a week on gas, where on my new CX-50, I'm spending $35 a week on gas. I cut my gas basically in half, my cost of fuel in half.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, for me, I just like the way how Harleys are. Plus, they're American made. For the most part.
They're assembled in America.
Yeah. Well,
Most
actually, I would say out of all the American-made vehicles, Harley's probably the most American-made vehicle out of all of them.
Actually, I think Indian is. I think
that's going to be close. That's going to be close.
Percentage, I think Indian is more American-made than Harley. Yes.
It might be, yeah.
Because it's Polaris and stuff like that. It's all made up here in Wisconsin, Minnesota stuff. Now, Mike, you brought up Indian. Doc, you said on Unaffiliated Night, the CEO is going to be on
Throttle and Irons.
Right? Is that the CEO for Indian, the new one?
Yep.
Not the Harley, right? Indian, new CEO. Indian.
Nice.
Throttle and Irons are big.
I think, okay, then you mentioned something. Oh, that's going to be new CEO for Indian. Because it's going to take them 3 or 4 or 5 years or whatever to bring it out. And I heard that they're going to close that plant in Wisconsin. And there's 200 and some people going to lose their jobs. Not between now and end of 26. Because they're not going overseas and nothing like that, but they're going to spread it out to the engine stuff to the Iowa plant. Don't quote me on this. It's staying here, but different areas in America. But they're closing that plant down because once Indian pulls out of that engine plant there and go to the one in Iowa, well, Polaris doesn't have enough stuff coming out of that plant for their UTVs and stuff like that. They're going to put them back over in Minnesota stuff. So, I mean, it's going to affect that little town of 200 and something people working there, but it's still staying in America.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I do believe the majority of American-made parts go to Indian than over Harley.
I was gonna say, I know it's close.
Yeah, but I think they edge them out on more parts for the Indian motorcycles are made here in the United States than Harley Davidson.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about it.
Especially over the last couple of years.
When Harley had carburetors, they were Manuki carburetors.
Right.
Where's Manuki made?
Japan.
Why American? You got a Japanese carburetor.
Oh yeah.
Hey, if anybody wants a good carburetor if anybody wants a good carburetor, a Mikuni carburetor for a Evo engine, I have a new old stock Screaming Eagle in the box. I'll show you the Mikuni, which I'm going to save if I ever do an Evo because they are an awesome carburetor for an Evo engine. 42 or 44, but I'll get that down the road. But Doc, you looking for one?
Does it come with an intake manifold?
I got some intakes. You know what? I'll hook up with you on the side and stuff. You know that, yeah.
You know what I could use it on?
Your snowblower?
My chopper.
You know what? You know what? How much? We'll chat later on the telephone. But now I forgot what I was talking about.
Carburetor.
Okay. Some timers.
Carburetor stuff like that. Yeah, but that.
See, you're getting old. Your sometimes disease kicking in.
Yeah.
Have another beer.
It is getting low. I should go get one.
Do I know a brother? Do I know a brother?
Doc, I'll hook you up a little bit. We'll chat on the side on that and stuff like that. If there's something you can use.
Absolutely.
You know what? I don't talk about it. You did, but that'd be a good swap for what you sent me. That's a $500 carburetor. So
I just hope that you put that to good use.
Nah, it's going to go to you for the chopper. If you can use it on a chopper, if it's the right one, it's coming to you.
That would be cool.
Yep.
Never even thought about that. I apologize for that in the past. I never even thought about that with you with that chopper.
It does that stuff. It still's going to land. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the town puts it, right there on the corner. And here's the best part: it's a bus stop.
Oh,
I live on a corner, and that corner is a bus stop for kids. And they put 4 feet of packed snow, not just loose snow, packed snow from the plows, just piled it up from the street, right on my corner and all 4 corners. And I'm sitting there going, I'll make a little path to get out, and that's it. The town wants it going because it's a bus stop. The town could get rid of it. They put it there.
Yep.
And Doc, with them plowing that about the streets like that, if there's salt involved with it and stuff like that, that melts it and makes it more ice.
Yeah. There's salt, sand, and brine and all that mixed with it.
You can't beat it. You got to get a damn air hammer out there.
They could come by with a bucket loader.
Yeah.
Take it away. And go ahead. Destroy the sidewalk. You're paying for it. Just saying.
Oh, yeah.
They caused it, not me.
Yeah.
Because normally what I do is, when the town doesn't do that to me, I always do full width of my sidewalks, which is 4.5 feet wide. And then at the corner, I go into the street and blow the snow away so there's a clear path. At least maybe in a 6-foot radius, because it doesn't take much with the snowblower.
Yeah, it don't. Hey Doc, one question I want to say is I'm unaffiliated. I threw a question in there.
Yep.
You know how I am. Sometimes I know the answers. Sometimes I just throw a question out of Brother Bill. Wideband O2 sensors.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm good with it and I'm not good with it. But you're saying, yeah, if you put a cam in,
Good idea to do that.
this regular band, O2 sensors with a mild cam and stuff, I had no problems.
Right.
How high of a cam do you go? If I go with the 555s in my
I'd have to look at the cam profile.
exactly.
And
And that's the answer I knew you were going to say is, you know what? That's one of the conversations, like you said, when you build a motor for somebody, what do you want it to do? This and that. I can put 555s in, but what kind of tune you want, what kind of exhaust, this and that. And, the wideband. I've had about a wideband, a small band O2 sensors, which a lot of people don't understand that.
Yep.
Well, the wideband, if you're going to go real high horsepower, real high torque, you want that.
Yep.
As far as a good tuner, and you got to have a good tuner. I can put a tune in your bike, but I don't have a dyno.
Right.
Or just had to tune it. I have somebody else do that.
I've gotten to the point with Thundermax, I could get you really, really close.
Mm-hmm.
But I always tell everybody, bring it to a dyno and get it done.
Yeah.
To make the bike reliable, dependable, and the most efficient, you want to go to a dyno tuner and get it done, because you can fine tune the air fuel ratios, the timing, everything. I could get you really close. And that's it.
I mean, back in the day and stuff like that, I'd put cams and this and that stuff, and I'd do the Dyno Max, whatever, a little push button thing. Okay, I got this exhaust, this and that. It rang. Let's go take it for a ride.
Yep.
Yeah, right. But yeah, they were happy with it. But is it it's not perfect.
Yep. Busted, all I ask is pay for shipping and I'll send them to you.
Yeah, I can't change timing and this and that stuff.
Yep. Yep. Busted. Just cover the cost of shipping and you could have them for nothing. Because like I said, they were just going to go in the garbage. So, I mean, quite some years ago, people were buying them for 150, 200 bucks. And now they're not even worth the postage. But if you wanted them, just cover the postage. I'll tell you what it is when I mail them out. You could just either Venmo me or Cash App me, and we'll call it good. You know what I mean?
Oh, I missed. I just read Busted. What does he want?
He's looking for the shocks I'm going to throw out off a.
A stock unit.
They're in desperate need of them. So let's see. I thought wideband were good for 11 to 1 to 19 to 1. Narrow range 13 to 14. Yeah. But you could use wideband at the 13 to 14 to 1. Not a problem. You get more tunability with it, and it measures a wider area. That's why called wideband. They measure a wider area where a narrowband only makes very narrow adjustments in a narrow section.
Now, is a wideband too much for, say a stock bike?
Yeah,
you I wouldn't. And tuners stuff like that. You want to tune it, which the narrow band is great.
Yep.
I mean, is it a waste of money to go wideband just
for a stock bike? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would have put a Thundermax ECU or anything that comes with widebands on a bike. That's stock. You're just wasting money.
Yeah, I'm learning, but I'm also putting it out there for other people to understand that. I mean, a lot of people don't. What the hell are they talking about?
Yep.
A lot of people know oxygen sensor, but what's a narrow band and a wide band? It just expands your expandability as far as fuel and ratios and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. And it measures a wider area.
Yeah.
Because the narrow band will only measure so much and then it stops.
Right.
Where a wide band will measure a much wider area before it stops. And that's the beauty part of it. And Thundermax has the auto learning. Yes, they do, but so does the DynoJet Power Visions. The PV3s, PV4s have the auto tune as well. But what you're auto tuning is the air fuel ratios, not the timing. Got that? It only measures and adjusts the air fuel ratios, not the timing. However, ThunderMax will adjust timing in the auto tune function. So there is some pluses that the ThunderMax does that the other auto tuners don't do.
See, I've never done that. I'm not experienced in Thunder Max. I've ever heard that because my big thing is fuel and air ratios, but timing. You can put so much air in there, so much fuel you want, but you got to be able to adjust that timing if you know how it works to make that stuff fire and get rid of it.
Yep.
So I get a ton of air, a ton of fuel in there, but the timing is off. It ain't gonna burn it.
There is a test after this. It's the go no go grade is 100. So hopefully you've been taking notes. I'm only kidding.
I'm on it.
All right. So, okay. Here we go. Corey comes in. Narrow band is like a switch, on off at certain air fuel ratios. Wide band output variable signal can be qualified into an actual air fuel ratio. That is the unsimplified way of putting it.
Yeah, I agree with her, Corey.
So, yeah, I mean, there's so much more available when you go into wideband, but it can be overkill, like on a stock bike or bike that has an air cleaner and slip-on mufflers. You stock head pipe, you're not going to put wideband in without cutting and welding in bigger O2 bungs. Just saying. So if you're changing your head pipe and it comes with most of, not all, come with the wideband ports, or larger threaded ports for the wideband sensors. But if you're just doing a standard stage one, which is a head pipe, mufflers, air cleaner, really not worth the investment, because you're talking an investment of $1,200-$1,300.
Right.
Plus, the labor to put it in if you're not doing it yourself. Where if you get something like, if you just wanted to do a standard stage one, right? You could go with the Vance and Hines, what do they call it? The Fuel Pack 3 or Fuel Pack 4. That'll be fine for that. There's no tuning. You download a map, you're done. It Bluetooths your phone. It's perfect for that. Now, if you plan on doing, because I've made this mistake, you plan on doing cams. So Vance and Hines claims the PV3, the Fuel Pack 3 and Fuel Pack 4 will tune with cams. I went back and forth with Vance and Hines, sending them maps, then sending me maps, going back and forth for 2 months with Spaceball when I first got it, when I first put a cam in it. And it wasn't a radical cam. It was like a Zippers 468. Nothing. It was a very mild cam. That bike would not run right and would not do anything right until I got Power Vision, and that just cleaned up a lot of the stuff that the Fuel Pack 3 could not do. So I always tell everybody that if you ever plan on doing a cam, don't spend the money on the Fuel Pack 3. Get a Power Vision or ThunderMax if you plan on doing a cam. If you have no plans in your life of doing a cam in your bike and you're just going to do an intake and exhaust, then have fun, enjoy this, be done with it.
Now, which one is a complete ECU change?
ThunderMax.
And
ThunderMax is a complete ECU. There's also another brand out there I've been wanting to try, and I can't remember off the top of my head what it is. I'm sure somebody in the side chat will know. Maybe if I drink some more.
I gotta go get rid of some beer before I go grab another beer, but ThunderMax is a complete ECU, when you buy a ThunderMax, the ECU unit, do you tell them what you have, and they program it?
Well, if you put it through like Fuelmoto, yes, they can do that. But when you're talking about wideband O2 sensors, now just like dyno tuning, now you got barometric pressures, you have your points above or below sea level, all the temperatures, all that comes to play.
Right.
So I always tell people, if you buy it through Fuelmoto, don't have them program it. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about it. It doesn't cost you any more money for me to sit there and fondle the keyboard for about an hour, go for a couple rides, fondle it a couple more times, and away you go. I mean, ask Andrew. Andrew got his Thunder Max with just the basic Thunder Max program on it. I sat there and I made all sorts of adjustments for him, and now he's going to take it to a dyno tuner, and it's a bike with 9 miles on it. The members have already seen the video. That's coming live on this Sunday, so everybody in the world will see it. But he did most of the work himself, putting his cam in. We had an open mic night in the shop.
That was a good video.
Yep, we did everything that is supposed to be done. We checked out the pinion run out. We checked out. We did the lifters. We did everything properly and correctly. I did the cam bearing. I set the lifters and the anti-rotational cuffs, and I set the static timing from the cam gear to the pinion gear for him. But other than that, he did the rest of the work himself.
Is he happier? Because at the end of stuff, I don't know if he's ridden a bike yet because of the weather stuff, but
he picked it up on Saturday, and it started to snow Saturday.
Right, it was bad. So I don't know if he's happy with that. Because I know he had a different cam in there regardless. That's what he said. I didn't cut the push rods because he had adjustables in there already. So,
well, with his cam that he went with, you couldn't reuse those because the base circle was just a little bit bigger. So he would have tore up his lifters and his cam. So
on the push rod,
yeah, the base
push rods.
We cut the old ones out because we couldn't reuse them because the base circle on his new cam was slightly larger than stock.
But they were stock push rods. I thought you said he had adjustable push rods on that.
We cut the stock ones out and put in adjustables because the base circle on the cam was larger.
Okay. No, I thought he had much to start with.
Not by much, but it was visible.
Oh, okay. Gotcha now. Sorry about that, guys.
No worries. No worries. Hey, it's okay. Great.
No, you said that you didn't have to cut them, whatever, because you already had adjustable push rods in there.
I understand you used to 4 cams in a bike, not 1.
Yeah.
And you're used to adjusting.
Yeah, you see my video, and I'm, thanks to you and stuff like that, my 45, we got 4 cams and this and that.
I would have told the wife, put in earplugs, and she does.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've got Cobra 909s on mine. And I mean, when I'm standing outside, it's not too badly loud. But when I come inside, though, oh, yeah, she sounds nice and throaty.
I also, I have the squeaky pipe on mine. And Spaceball, that's just a different animal than my Road Glide as far as the cross note goes.
Yeah, I'm sure the neighbors are really going to like it when I get that squeaky for Stitch.
It's loud when Drew is riding in front of me, and he goes, "God damn, that bike is loud." So,
which I mean, that's one thing that's hilarious is I'll if I'm out on the trike, granddaughter and my daughter both know when I get back to the house. When I'm out on Stitch, they don't know I'm back until I'm inside the house.
Yep, right on. But yeah, I tell you, I looked at Yankees Harley website. They don't have any 26 CVOs yet, so I'm in the clear.
You might be all right this time. There's always next time. And they could always get a truck in between now and then, too. Just saying.
Mike, thanks for coming. That is a possibility.
Yeah. And then you probably got Mel. She'll probably look at the bike and go, "Ooh, I like that."
That's what happened.
Then you really be in trouble then.
That's what happened with the CVO. We went to the dealer, I was picking up parts for bikes I was working on. And as soon as we literally walked to the door, the sky opened up. And I mean, it was coming down in buckets. So I said, "Hey, you see anything in here you like?" She goes, "Oh, yeah." She brings me right to the CVO Road Glide. I says, I'm not buying a CVO. I am not spending that money. The sales girl comes up to me, D, stands on the other side of me. Now I'm the meat in the sandwich. I got two good-looking women telling me to buy it.
So what'd you end up doing? Buying it?
Well, when I bought Spaceball, I knew I was going to highly modify it and make it something completely different. So I was looking at the Softail Standard because I didn't care it had the 107 motor because I was going to change it. I knew I was going to build a hot rod out of it eventually. And she's like, well, I really like this one. It says, I'm not spending, $25,000 on a second bike that I'm not going to ride all the time. That I'm just going to ride time. But I really like this. Look at the bronze wheels. Look at this. I'm like,
You were looking at her tits, weren't you?
I won't lie. Matter of fact, one of the salesmen.
I'm sorry, Mel. I'm sorry, Mel. We're just all men.
No, I mean, one of the other sales guys I used to deal with, he looked at me and says, hey, you used to deal with me. Why are you dealing with D? I said, she's got a nicer rack than you. And a better ass.
I'll tell you what. I said that in joking wise. But everything on YouTube and stuff, especially stuff with women, stuff like that, sex sells. I'm sorry. Sex does sell.
Yeah.
I need to get a hot girl on my channel on every video.
Yes, you do. Because
I
tell
try
you
to
what.
get Mel on there as much as I can.
Even women subscribe and they see these hot men and this and that and like me and Mike, we're just sexy as hell. They want to subscribe.
So even Mel agrees.
See?
My wife knows who I go home to with.
Exactly. That's right. I always come home to same woman.
I mean, out of all the salespeople at the dealership, when I bought the trike, it was the woman that sold me the bike.
Mm-hmm.
How about Stitch?
Stitch was actually sold by itself.
Was it cute?
Yeah, Stitch is cute.
Yes.
See, even Jack says my videos are better with Mel because she comes out with these comments like the brake bleed, suck the blow. And I'm like,
oh yeah, Mel is
Mm-hmm.
she tells.
She's right there with the rest of us.
I mean, when we were doing the handlebar wiring made easy, so, and she's out there, give it the old slap and tickle. Tito's wife, Tito told me they subscribed to my channel because of that, and they fell out laughing.
Now you got me crying because you're 100% right. Yeah, we watch the videos, we know it.
Mm-hmm.
Mel's not bashful.
Nope.
I've met her. We sat in the bar during Jack and Coke stuff. She ain't bashful.
Nope. And don't piss her off, I tell you that.
Oh, I didn't piss her off.
I come close most of the times, but that's my right as her husband. So push that button so many times, not to the point where it makes her snap.
You got a button. Yeah, if you got a good day or bad day, somebody just gotta push that button because she's gonna push yours. I don't care who you're married to. Every woman pushes a man's button.
She doesn't push my button. Mel's very good to me.
Yeah, she does. She's very good.
How many other wives tell their husband, go ahead, buy that $45,000 motorcycle. Go ahead. Yeah. 2 years earlier, buy that $25,000.
That's right, because you're gonna die and she's gonna end up with it. So
either that or her next boyfriend will be set up really good with 2 bikes and a great shop.
They're right. See? Smell while I'm cooking?
Mm-hmm. Look, here's Jack. I'm scared of Mel.
Jack. Oh, I'm not scared of her. I just hug her cautiously.
I don't.
Like I said, I actually got her muted at one time down in Daytona. I actually had a blast talking to her.
Yeah.
And she's the exact same on in person during her rally, she is on the air.
Well, I got to meet her at Marvin. And well, Mike, you were there and stuff like that, but we were at that damn bar and stuff like that. She sat in the corner and stuff. We chit chatted for a while, and about her Jack and Coke. I was drinking Jack and Cokes, and that was that day we couldn't find nowhere to eat. Well, remember that day? Yeah, we went to that sandwich shop, whatever, and they pissed us off, and we left, and we ended up at that damn truck stop to get something to eat, but we went to the bar after that, and we had a good time.
Yep. And yes, she did get a brand new car for Christmas. Well, I got one the year before, so.
I didn't get one.
Oh, you weren't a good boy.
I guess not. She did. But not a brand new one. It was
Here's Tom. I'm scared of Mel. I'm not scared of Mel at all. I just don't come very old fashions. Bring Mel whiskey. You're her best friend.
That's okay. I like my whiskey.
No other guy. I'd rather get another cat. So she's going to replace me with a pussy.
Yeah.
Hey, we're over the 2-hour mark, guys. Thanks for coming in and hanging out tonight. Really appreciate both of you for doing that. I also really appreciate everybody in the side chat. I want to give a big shout out to Evil Rick with the $25 for the chopper parts. That's exactly where it'll go. Dark Souls for renewing his membership. Thank you very much for coming back. Really appreciate you. And of course, Jack, HDAV Traveler, coming in as always with the $19.99 super chat. Much love, respect to everybody. And hey, guys, until the next time, I want you to live the best life you can. As always, ride often and ride hard.